So, hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. Let's do one more reading. That reading name is the fashion industries. Many students had asked me from where I am getting these readings. So, I am getting these readings from google.com, as well as I have long list of these IELTS readings also. So, but yes, what about exam material? No website is giving proper material for IELTS exam. Actually, we YouTubers or teachers, you can say, select these readings only on the basis of students' respond, those who have taken IELTS exam. Okay, on the basis of comments, on the basis of messages on WhatsApp, we select this reading. So I am not claiming that this was the exact reading. On the basis of some words or that the reading titles, I select these readings. But basically, point here is those who are watching this video, how to improve reading with me, that's more important. Just improve your reading with me, you can score more than 7+ band scores in IELTS reading. Just notice how I am solving this reading. So my main focus here is how to improve IELTS reading in this video. So first, don't try to read full passage, don't try to understand the main theme or main idea of this reading passage, because reading passage is too long, from A number paragraph and it is up to G number paragraph. So each and every word you can't remember the thing. Okay, so first of all, as I told you, don't read the passage first, only try to understand the meaning of this title. The fashion industry, it means in this reading passage they are going to talk about fashion and its industry. Okay, and after that I will look at the types of question. First question, we have given list of headings, and second type of question here is fill in the blanks. You can say complete the summary with no more than 2 words. It's important to read and understand the instructions for the questions. If you ignore the instructions, definitely you are going to get wrong answer. Third type of question here is, yes, you can come to know this is multiple choice question. How? Here it is given choose two letters. It means out of 5 options, we need to choose 2 options for question number 25 and 26. Now, if you find it comfortable for solving fill in the blanks first, you are most welcome. But I am not comfortable in solving fill in the blanks first, because I'm not good at finding the location of these keywords from the fill in the blanks within the paragraph. But yes, on the basis of this 19th century and 20th century, it is easier for us to get the location of these questions. I can see 20th century over here in B number paragraph, and in 19th century also in same paragraph. It means all answers, most probably all 4 answers, you will get in this paragraph B number. Okay, that's the thing. And yes, when you are doing first type of question, whether you are doing fill in the blanks or you are doing list of headings, so it's important, if you are doing pen paper physical reading, then please underline the things. Each and every word is not a keyword. Some important things you can underline, and some person's name or city's name or country's name or something different, you can circle the thing. Okay, so it's important to maintain distinction between keywords also. And if you are doing computer based exam, like I am doing it, left side text is there, right side questions are there. Same way you will get it in your computer based IELTS exam. So when you will be reading, going through first number paragraph, any paragraph, so please highlight the words like I have done it. So there will be a facility of highlighting the words in your actual CBT exam. Okay, so let's not waste time. So let's do this list of headings. So for each and every question in IELTS reading, you need to understand, you need to develop your own strategy. Okay, so how I am doing this list of headings. So first I will read all the headings within 20 or 30 seconds. Okay, and try to understand their meaning, as well as I will take out 1 or 2 keywords. Those keywords will help us in finding the the things, finding the headings for each paragraph. So let's read it. You do it with me. Yeah, make sure you do practice with me. You can pause the video and try to find the answer first and then match it with me. Okay, let's start. I know I am speaking too much. I some students may be thinking that I'm wasting your time, but not. These things are really important. So many students are weak in finding the location of question statement. So try to understand. In next video, I will try to make video on that also, how to find location. So first I am reading list all headings. The automation means automation of material production, something they are producing, and automation, some all work will be done by machine and automation. Automatic things will be doing in material production. So producing materials with a range of features. Okay, range of features. Producing some materials they are producing with a range of features. Factors affecting international commerce. International, worldwide, maybe. It doesn't mean that I'm just doing underline the things for keywords. Same thing you will not get in the paragraphs. Some synonyms also you can get. For commerce you can get trading. International you can get worldwide, your global commerce or global trade. Factors, and factors also you will not get the same words. Instead of factors they will give some 3 4 things which affect international trading and all. Okay, so try to understand. We are just marking it in our mind. Making patterns for people with different body shapes. Okay, body shapes. Making patterns or designs for people with different body shapes. Traditional methods of traditional methods, how of fashion designing. Some old methods of fashion design. How clothes were made before industrialization. How clothes were, means they are going to talk about past tense, means in past history and all. How clothes were made. The impact of technological advances on mass production. Okay, impact means effect of technological advances on mass production. So mass production is important, and technological advances and impact and its impact. The globalization of garment manufacture. The globalization worldwide, uh, everywhere, means they are just exchanging garment manufacturing and all. So that's the thing we have read it. Okay, now let's read A number paragraph. You can pause the screen. Within 1 minute, you have to find the answer. The fashion industry is a multi-billion dollar global. So some words I am not reading it. Same way I am doing it when I am doing it alone, this reading. So everything is not important here. Is a multi-billion dollar enterprise devoted to the business of making and selling clothes. So they are just giving definition of fashion industry. It encompasses all types of garments from designer fashions to ordinary everyday clothing. Okay, because data on industry are typically reported for national economies. Okay, now, and expressed in terms of many separate sectors, total figures for world production of textile and clothing are difficult to obtain. So they are talking about some data relating to this industry are reported for national economies, means this industry is important. Total figures for clothing are difficult to obtain. However, by any measure, the industry accounts for a significant share of the world economic output. So, world economic, and it is, uh, however, by any measure, the industry accounts for a significant share of world economic output. So, first half they were talking about definition of industry and all. So let's read one by one. The automation of material production. Nothing was discussed in a paragraph. Producing materials with a range of features. No. Factors affecting international commerce. No. So in the traditional methods of fashion design. No traditional method. They are not discussing in a number paragraph. How clothes were made before. This was also not there. The impact of technological advances on mass production. So there is no impact kind of thing. Only this much is left. The globalization of garment manufacture, uh, world economic output. So they are talking about clothing, garment manufacturing and all, fashion industry. And by any measure, the industry accounts for a significant share of world economic output. The globalization is this. share of world economic of garment manufacture. So they are talking about from here data and all. So definitely this will match with A number paragraph with. In actual answer sheet, please do write the same style of numerical figure how they have explained it here. That's more important. Otherwise, you will get 0. If you write 8 number like that, this answer will be wrong. Okay. So same style of number will be there in front of question number 14. Now coming to B number paragraph, I have to shift the page. Okay, so let's read B number paragraph. The fashion industry is a product of the modern age. Prior to the mid 19th century, virtually all clothing was made of for individuals, handmade for individuals, either as home production or on order from dressmakers and tailors. Okay, so I think they are talking about past historical things. By the beginning of 20th century, with the development of new technologies such as sewing machine, development of factory system of production, and the growth of departmental store and all. So if you ask me, they are going to talk about how the things, how clothes were made before industrialization. So they are talking about mid-century when clothes were handmade for individuals, and then 20th century the clothes were development of new technologies such as sewing machine, development of factory system of production, growth of these stores and all. The clothing had increasingly come to be mass produced in standardized sizes, sold at fixed prices. Although fashion industry developed first in Europe, okay. So last line also we can read. For example, in American company might source fabric in China. Okay, so this is example, nothing to do with this. So if you ask me, they are explaining here before industrialization means in past how the clothes were made. So how clothes were made before industrialization. So this also we can select. So B number, 15th number is 6th number. Okay. Now C number paragraph. Now C number. One of the first accomplishment of the industrial revolution in 18th century was the partial automation. Automation word was there. See this, but do not jump to the conclusion that it will be first. Let's read 2 3 more sentences. Was the partial automation of the spinning and weaving of wool, cotton, silk and other natural fibers. Today these processes are highly automated, okay, and carried out by computer controlled high speed machinery. Fabrics made from both natural fibers and synthetic fibers are produced. A growing interest. So if you read it again, definitely they are going to talk about the automation of material production. So automation of the spinning, weaving of wool, cotton and all. Today these processes are highly automated and carried out by computer control. So it means 100% they are talking about automation of material production. You can read it, or last sentence also we can read. Together with fashion forecasters, fabric manufacturers work well in advance of the clothing production cycle to create fabrics with colors, texture, quality that anticipate consumer demand. So in starting sentences they are talking about first number. C number paragraph will go with first number. Okay, now coming to D number paragraph. That's more important. It takes time. That's why I'm cutting the, yeah, D number here. From here we can read it. Okay. Historically, very few fashion designers have become famous brands such as Coco Chanel or Calvin Klein, who have been responsible for prestigious high fashion collections. These designers are influential in the fashion world, but uh, contrary to popular belief, they do not dictate new fashions. Rather, they endeavor to design clothes that will meet consumer demand. Design, somewhere they were talking traditional methods of fashion design, okay, producing material with a range of features. Now here they are talking about some fashion designers and fashion companies who have been responsible for prestigious, okay, these designers are influential in the fashion world, but contrary to belief, they do not dictate, okay, nowadays they do not dictate new fashions. Rather they endeavor to design clothes that will meet consumer demand. Let's read little bit more. The vast majority of designers work in anonymity for future manufacturers as part of design teams. Again, design word is coming here. Adapting designs into marketable garments for average consumer. They draw inspiration from a wide range of sources, including film, TV, costume, street clothing, and active. So, this you can see traditional methods of fashion design. So earlier they draw inspiration from TV, television, costume, street clothing, and all. The fashion industry's traditional, yes, the exact thing is here. The fashion industry's traditional design methods, such as paper sketches, draping of fabric on mannequins, have been supplemented or replaced by computer. So this is the exact thing which is representing fifth number option for D number paragraph. Okay, so let's move to E number paragraph. Now let's do read E number. An important stage in garment production is the translation of the clothing design into templates. Okay, in a range of sizes for cutting the clothes. An important stage in garment production is the translation of the clothing design into templates in different range of sizes for cutting the clothes, because the proportion of human body change, body somewhere, yeah, body changes, making patterns for people with different body shapes. Okay, so range of sizes they have given, and because the proportion of the human body change with increases or decrease in weight, templates cannot simply be scaled or up or down. Template making was traditionally a high skilled profession. Today, despite innovations in computer programming, designs in larger sizes are difficult to adjust for every body shape. It means definitely they are talking making patterns for people with different body shapes. Body shapes, yeah, body shape word is also here, and everything they are explaining like that. Making patterns for people with different patterns here, templates, whatever they are talking, that is patterns. So fifth number, no, no, sorry, fourth number, we will select it with with E number paragraph. Now let's read F number paragraph. So the next stage of production is the assembly process. Somewhere they were talking about some process. So whatever we have left, second is also left, third is also left, sixth is also left, and seventh is also left. No, sixth number. Okay. How close? No. What we have selected? No, no, sixth number we have already selected. Sorry. So for section number B, they were talking about old times. Yes. No, no, oh, I'm also confused. Let's read F number, then we will decide what we have decided. The next stage of production is the assembly process. Some companies use their own production facilities for some or all of the manufacturing process, but the majority rely on separately owned manufacturing firms or contractors to produce garment to their specification. The next stage of production is earlier they were talking about designs. Earlier they were talking about designs. So next stage of production is assembly process. Some companies use their own production facilities for or manufacturing, but the majority rely on separately owned manufacturing firms and all. Okay, in the field of women clothing, manufacturers typically produce several products lines a year, which they deliver to retailers on predetermined dates. Technological innovation, including the development of computer-guided machinery, has resulted in automation of some stages. Okay, in the late century, is process. Okay, producing materials with a range of features. Factors affecting international commerce. No. Uh, how you, how clothes were made before industrialization. I think this we have selected. The impact of technological advances on mass production is the assembly process. Some companies use their own production. Okay. In the field of women clothing, manufacturers typically produce. Okay. I am not getting it what they are trying to say. Some companies use their own production facilities, but majority rely on separately owned manufacturing firms. In the field of women clothing, okay, I will leave this question. And the last assembled items then go through various processes collectively known as finishing. These include addition of decorative These include addition of decorative elements, fasteners, and other labels. Finished items are then pressed and bagged. Okay, so if you just go through, the next stage of production is the assembly. So assembly, how they are doing it? So if you read it here, assembled items then go through various process collectively known as finishing. So they are talking about producing material with a range of features. No, range of features, it is not there. The impact of technological advances on mass production is there is the assembly process. So we will select this seventh number for paragraph number F. It will come with seventh number. Because if you just notice second number, producing materials with a range of features. So material feature it is not given. So in these two paragraphs, they are just explaining the process. So in second paragraph also, assembled items then go through various process collectively known as finishing, and they are giving here adding here decorative elements, fasteners, labels, and also it means impact of technological advances of mass production they are talking about, not the features, range of features. Now coming to next question. So we will read D number. For much of the period following World War II, trade in textiles and garments was strictly regulated by purchasing countries which imposed quotas and tariffs. Since the 1980s, these, so if you ask me, they are talking about World War II, and trade in textile and garments were strictly regulated. Means there, these are the factors which affected these things. Factors, kind of factors affecting international commerce. So after World War II, or in the period, trade in textile garments, here it is were strictly regulated by purchasing country. So which imposed quotas and tariffs. But still we can read it more. Since the 1980s, protectionist measures which were intended ultimately without success to prevent textile clothing production from moving high wage to low wage countries have gradually been abandoned. They have been replaced by a free trade approach under the regulatory control of globalization. Under the regulatory control of global organization, factors affecting international commerce, the advent of metal shipping containers and relatively inexpensive air freight have also made it possible for production to be closely tied to market condition even across global spanning distances. All the things are relating to factors. They are talking about some factors which affect international commerce. Full paragraph is talking about international commerce, about the clothing. So these are the things they are talking about. Inexpensive air freight, so many things were there, and of course they were strictly regulated by purchasing country which imposed quotas and tariffs. So these were the factors which affect international commerce. So third number will come with G number paragraph. Now fill in the blanks. Now fill in the blanks. How to do fill in the blanks? And we know the instructions, no more than 2 words. Here we can use one word also. We can use 2 words. If the answer is relating to 2 words, then we will fit 2 words. And if only one word is required unnecessarily or deliberately, we can't write 2 words. So it's option. If one word is coming, then we will fit one word only. So for this summary, for this fill in the blanks, they have already given this title, the development of a modern fashion industry. Okay, let's find, and let's read the options, keywords also. up until the up until the middle of the 19th century. So 19th century is here. Carrying They wore handmade clothes. After that, 20th century is also there. Many clothes were mass produced. Okay, now main thing is here. Now we have got the location with the help of these 2 words. Okay, this development was partly due to inventions like dash. Okay, so with the development word is also here, of new technologies such as swing. So technology here is invention, such as means like the sewing machine. So here 21 is what will come. The article is already given. So we will just write here sewing machine in 21st. So next sentence, it was also the result of general changes in manufacturing systems as well as the spread of shops. Shops, next sentence, the development of the factory system. So it was result of general changes in manufacturing system, the development of factory system of production, and the growth of departmental stores. So stores is also a shop, means we can use it as a synonym, as well as a spread of shops. So what kind of shops? Department stores and other retail outlets. Manufacturing system as well as spread of growth. So words before the blank is also important. The growth of departmental stores will come. Shops like departmental stores. Whatever it is written, same spelling you will be writing. Now 23rd. The changes also led to the standardization of sizes and dash. Sizes, standard size word is in the next sentence. Clothing had increasingly come to the mass produced in standard size, and after sizes it is given and what we can write, led to standardization of sizes and sold at fixed prices. So what we are going to write, standardization is the same thing like fixation of sizes, and prices will come here, only prices will come here, not standard, not fixed. Fixed is also is standard. Okay, now 23rd, no sorry, in 23rd prices will come. 24th number, today despite the fact that fashion industry originated in, okay, although the fashion industry developed first in Europe. So here Europe will come because see this, here it is clearly given, although, despite the fact is although the fashion industry developed first in Europe. So originated means first. So here 24th is Europe will come. Now next question. So let's read multiple choice question. That is multiple choice question. So that's more important. You should understand how to find answers, how to select options. So first we will, so first of all you should know the instructions. Here we have to select two letters in front of question number 25 and 26. If there are two answers A and B, then in front of question number 25 you will be writing A, and question number 26 you will be writing B. Okay, so let's read the question statement. Which two of the following statements does the writer make about garment assembly? Which two of the statements does the writer talk about garment assembly? So garment assembly was in which paragraph? Just a minute. We will not read anything here. I mean, we will not read any options first. Let's go to that paragraph where they are talking about garment assembly. Here they were talking about old kind of thing. Here also, here they are in D paragraph, they were talking about fashion companies. Garment word is here. So it means, no, assembly word is here. Yeah, so we will read this F number paragraph, not E number, because here in E they are talking about garment designs, templates and all according to body shapes. But in F, straight away they are talking about whatever we want, that is the thing. Okay, about garment assembly. The next stage of production is assembly process. Some companies use their own production facilities for some process, but the majority rely on separately owned manufacturing firms or contractors to produce garments to their specification. In the field of mm, women clothing manufacturers, garment assembly. So here also garment. So let's read all options first because let's read all options. The majority of sewing is done by computer operated machines. Okay, we will find this also. Highly skilled workers are the most important requirement. Most businesses, most word, no, it is majority. Most businesses use other companies to manufacture their products. Fasteners and labels. So fasteners word is here and labels are attached after the clothes have been made. Manufacturers usually produce one range of women clothing. So okay, let's start with this option, woman kind of thing. Just I have just, yeah, woman is here. If this statement is true, then this will be the answer. If everything, you will get it, every statement you will get it here. But if the statement is true, if we match this statement and information, then it will be the answer. If something is contradiction here, then it will be wrong. So they are talking about manufacturers usually produce one range of women clothing annually. Okay, in the field of women clothing, manufacturers typically produce several products line a year. It means this is wrong option. Here they are saying produce only one range of women clothing, but here they are saying several product lines a year. This is wrong. And sewing machine till now, sewing machine is not there. But here some one thing here they are saying something. Some companies use their own production facilities for some or the manufacturing process, but majority rely means majority businessmen rely on separately on manufacturing firms or contractors to produce garments to their specification. So somewhere most majority businesses use other companies to manufacture their products. So this can also be the answer. And highly skilled workers, they are not talking. Let's read little bit more. Technological innovation, including the development of computer guided machinery, has resulted in automation of some stages. Nevertheless, fundamental process of sewing machine uh, is here remains labor intensive. So means labor is required. Fundamental process, main important process of sewing machine remains labor intensive. So the majority of sewing machine is done by computer. No, it is so this that's why this sentence is wrong. Opposite thing it is given. Okay. So about they are talking about workers or labor. China emerged as the world's largest producer of clothing because of its low labor cost. No, nothing is required. Nothing they are talking about. B number. Let's read about these fasteners. So here D number, fasteners and labels it is given. Let's read what they are saying. Assembly items then go through various process collectively known as finishing. These include the addition of decorative elements, fasteners, brand name labels and other labels specifying fiber content, laundry instructions, country of manufacturing. Fasteners and labels are attached after clothes have been made. That is clear. They are attached after after the clothes have been properly stitched and made. So that D will come here. So we can opt D number and C number. These are the two answers.